Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here just above 53 cents. We're in the red with the rest of the market. But right now, everybody's pointing fingers. Look at it's XRP that's in the red today. They only for some reason see XRP when it drops in price. But the whole market is red right now. And it's why I'm always urging you to zoom out. Look at the 7-day chart. We're up 7.13%. And you know, all we're waiting for is alt season to begin. We just stay patient until that happens. Ripple switches US on-demand liquidity clients from XRP to USDT following last year's court order. Now, there's a lot of FUD going on around this. Everybody's saying, Ripple, look at, they're using USDT. They're not using XRP. So immediately following the order, we took steps to migrate each US-based on-demand liquidity customer from using XRP as the bridge currency in ODL to using USDT, or the contract was terminated. We should continue to use USDT or Bitcoin or other vetted stablecoins for US-based flows unless otherwise approved by legal. So here in the United States, because of what's going on with the SEC, Ripple had no choice but to push their US-based on-demand liquidity customers into using USDT. That will change once this case ends. But people were acting like they're doing this all around the world. In an X thread today, attorney Xrpl stated that the major reason why Ripple is planning to roll out a stablecoin is to allow US-based customers to utilize its ODL solution, now Ripple Payments, for cross-border payments. So maybe that's why Ripple came up with that stablecoin, so they had a better choice for their US-based on-demand liquidity customers. Plus, you got to look at what's going on with Tether right now in the United States. If that stablecoin bill gets passed, that's the end of Tether in the US. Then some people asked David Schwartz about this. So someone explain this to me because I'm not 100% certain. But the original XRP payments model was fiat to XRP to fiat, right? Now that there's a Ripple stablecoin, does that mean it's XRP ledger absent of token fiat to fiat? No bridge necessary for converting USDT into recipients' money. David Schwartz says, the idea is to get people using payment software that can settle with XRP. Then there's no reason for them to not settle with XRP, where it works best. It would be kind of silly to try to get people to use a solution where it's inferior. Where XRP works best, we don't want any barriers to people using it and getting the best experience. Where XRP does not work best, we don't want people using it just to make us happy and suffering an inferior experience or worse economics. So what's going to happen, what David Schwartz is saying here, is if XRP is the best solution, then that's what people should be using. Over time, this will change, like everything else. You got to remind yourself, we are still held up with the SEC in the US. We don't have crypto regulations yet in the US. We don't even have stablecoin regulations in the US yet. So right now, it's like the US is being left behind when it comes to innovation. But I'm sure we will get more announcements on this as time goes on. It took a freaking genius to write this article. Here's how to be a millionaire when XRP hits $1. Well, How do you become a millionaire when XRP reaches $1? You hold 1 million XRP. This is how bad the articles have gotten. And all of a sudden, everybody in this space is either an expert or some sort of specialist when it comes to these articles. All we're looking at is retail investors speculating on things, and now they're writing articles about it. It makes no sense to me. All you got to do is look at the facts, and you can see where we're going. Crypto adoption currently, we are approaching the takeoff phase. As you can note in the tokenization adoption curve chart, we are approaching phase 3, early majority phase of technical adoption with crypto. Takeoff occurs between phase 2 and phase 4. We're no longer in the second quarter. We are in the second half. This comes from Smoke. So you see the tokenization adoption curve right here. 2023 was the early majority and early adopters. Now we're going to have the late majority later. But look at that curve up. That's what we could expect to happen next. Now this is all the talk still, even today. The whole world and beyond will be tokenized at some point. It's inevitable. It's already begun. Let's tokenize real-world assets together on Hedera with Archax. Now, we know Archax and Ripple also work together, which I'll talk about in a minute. But you know, tokenization, it's going to be massive. Trillions upon trillions of dollars. They plan on tokenizing everything around us. The air we breathe, the trees, the waters, the mountains. Everything is going to be tokenized as we push into the future. But for some reason, people seem to think that it's time to sell XRP and put the money into HBAR. Or take the money later from HBAR and put it back into XRP. Listen, all you got to do is diversify. Hold some XRP, hold some HBAR, hold some XLM, because XLM is also built for tokenization. So is Nexera. So maybe put some money into Nexera as well. But you know, you got to focus on what you're invested in. And you know, just because we seen a run up on HBAR yesterday and the day before, doesn't mean that we're not going to see a run up on XRP. How big is real world asset market in Q4 2025? Take a listen to what Archax says here. Their CEO, Graham Rodford.
No, well, I'm probably a bit more bullish, but I have been for 6 years and slightly behind my original projections. But the total market is 1.4 quadrillion, everything that's ever out there. And if you start looking across any of those asset classes, they're all starting to move on chain already. And the ease with which we've seen people interested in money market fund, tokenized treasuries, and those types of instruments, the support for stablecoins. When you're talking about replacing cash, when I see DTCC, Euroclear, Clearstream, you know, it only takes one of them to flip onto natively digital, and that's trillions of assets on its own that move. So, you know, tens of trillions, I think we could see. And bearing in mind it's 1.4 quadrillion, this is still a tiny slice of a huge market. You know, 30 to 50 trillion, all on XRP, all trading on Archax.
So 30 to 50 trillion, all on XRP ledger, trading with Archax. And that's what's coming to the XRP ledger. And right away, people see BlackRock only. Oh, look, BlackRock's using Hedera. I got to get all my money now into HBAR. You got to look at the much bigger picture. And that's what I'm always stressing to you in all of my videos. Listen, I love HBAR. I invest in HBAR. I think HBAR will at some point rise to become a top 5 cryptocurrency, sitting there side by side with XRP. But it's not going to make me take money or sell XRP to run and jump into HBAR. No, I diversified over time into all of these cryptocurrencies. And time is running out. And you know, you still have some time left. to continue investing, because the prices we're looking at right now are very undervalued prices on all of these ISO cryptocurrencies. One day, these prices will be gone forever. The good thing is that you were smart enough to be investing early on. You know, there's going to be people rushing to get in, chasing green candles in the coming months. That's how early you are, but you're also lucky to be here. ISO 222 has been talked about for years. Why is it going to take off this time? Answer below. This takeoff of ISO coincidentally is aligned with the takeoff of mass crypto adoption. So we're going to see crypto adoption happening at the same time ISO is going to be taking off. And these ISO cryptocurrencies, even though they haven't shown any price movement yet, when that time comes, we'll be showing price movement like we've never seen before. It's just a matter of time. Ripple and Stellar plus the U.S. Department of Treasury. Ripple and Stellar Org at a roundtable discussion alongside Nellie Liang, Undersecretary for Domestic Finance, U.S. Department of Treasury, Washington, D.C., April 23rd, 2024. And it looks like this. There's Ripple and Stellar getting a seat at the table. They're going to talk about CBDCs, tokenization, and stablecoins into the broader U.S. financial ecosystem, including potential benefits for economic growth and resilience. And you'd think that the U.S. is still not going to have a CBDC. It is definitely coming. And you know, we are going to see that rise when everyone least expects it. Most likely some sort of chaotic event is going to take place before we get the launch of a CBDC. 2024 Moon Boys will be in disbelief. Take a listen to Jeremy Hogan.
So I would say that based on what we've seen so far in the case, that the final judgment will come out this summer. I'm guessing July, maybe August. And then whatever the ruling, I think both sides file notices of appeal and the case heads up to the DCA appeals court and is ruled on next year. Now, I wouldn't appeal it if I was the SEC because bad facts make bad law, but that's just me. You know, I don't know if the SEC can just let this go. You know, everything seems very personal to them.
So it looks like maybe we could go into 2025 based on appeals, but he said maybe the SEC won't appeal. We know better. Most likely they will. However, I'm not banking on this case ending for XRP to have a major run-up this year. We are going to have an alt season for XRP. It's going to start this year. That case coming to an end during alt season would be absolutely spectacular, though. We have to wait and see what happens. Ripple IPO and stock dilemmas. CTO Schwartz's perspective amid XRP lawsuit. Now, everybody's been pushing IPO for months now, hyping it up. This is what David has to say. Amid preparations for Ripple's IPO, Schwartz highlighted the liquidity gap between Ripple's shares and XRP. He underscored XRP's superior liquidity compared to privately held company stocks, sparking debates within the XRP community about the potential implications of an IPO on Schwartz's portfolio and his stock holdings. Now, he goes on to say this right here. He considers selling some stocks as options approaching expiration, while Ripple's plans for a U.S. IPO are on hold due to the legal standoff with the SEC. Despite the uncertainty, CEO Brad Garlinghouse remains optimistic, fueled by Ripple's $11 billion valuation and ongoing investor engagements. So what David Schwartz is saying, that he sees XRP as a better investment than Ripple's shares or Ripple's stock. So that shows you why David regrets not taking XRP as payment early on. XRP is going to be worth more than Ripple's shares when the time comes. But you know, we're XRP investors. We're sitting here looking at XRP sitting around 53 cents right now. And all we got to do is stay patient for a little while longer. We are going to see a massive run up on crypto in the coming months. All you have to do is do nothing. Don't jump into this crypto or that crypto because it's pumping right now. Don't sell your XRP expecting to buy back cheaper later. It most likely is not going to happen. But you know, like I always tell you, the exciting times are ahead. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.